Hey, this is Russell here at Heritage Grove Pecan Farm in northern Halifax County, Virginia. Just want to make a quick video today to show you what I do to put mulch around the base of my pecan trees. The first part of my video I'm going to show you out here with my Kubota tractor. It's got a 6-foot finish mower on it, so we're going to go ahead and cut the grass first. And then I'm going to come behind that with my Toro Titan mower. It's got a 60-inch cut on it, but I will not be turning the blades on because I've already cut the grass with the Kubota. But we're basically going to be using a lawn sweeper, and I ordered that lawn sweeper off of Amazon. I think it's made by a company called Ohio Steel. I think the price was probably less than $300, but it's a 5-foot wide lawn sweeper, and it's got a rotating brush at the bottom attached to the wheels, and it's got a big hopper, a collector on the back. So the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to have your lawnmower blades turned on, because as you're cutting the grass with your lawnmower, it's going to be discharging all the grass off to the side of your mower. And when that sweeper comes along behind the mower to collect the grass, there's not going to be much grass to collect because you just pushed it off to the side. So if you're going to be using just a regular riding mower, and not, you know, everyone I realize doesn't have a tractor with a finish mower on it. So you can use your regular riding mower, cut the grass first, you'll discharge the grass like you normally would off into a row, and then turn the blades off of your lawnmower, and then come behind with your collector and go right over top of each of those rows or strips of the grass that you've cut. And it's going to put all that grass into the hopper. And then take the hopper behind the mower, you're going to go to the place where you want to put those grass clippings, and then all you really do is tip that hopper up, and you'll see that in the video, and the grass clippings will fall out. So I do this as a way to help control unwanted weeds and growth around the base of the pecan trees, and also to help keep moisture at the base of the trees. I have heard people say maybe I'm putting, you know, seeds and weed seed back close to the base of the trees. I've not found that to be a problem, especially if you do this a couple of times during the growing season. I think the benefits of putting the grass mulch around the base of the trees would outweigh any potential risk with increasing unwanted vegetation. I've not found that to be the problem. So again, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to cut the grass, and I would say you want to do this in a fairly quick interval. So if you're going to cut the grass in the morning, you may give it a little bit of time to dry, and then come behind it that same afternoon with your lawn sweeper, collect all the grass, and then take that grass in the back of your hopper over to the point where you want to use the clippings, and then just tip that hopper over, dump out the grass. It's not imperative that as soon as you put the grass clippings where you want them, that you go ahead and work that out like you'll see me do here in the orchard. It's not really going to be a problem. Collect the grass clippings, dump them wherever you want. In fact, you could leave the grass clippings piled up for as long as you desire, and that would eventually turn into compost. So again, there'll be a few parts to the video. We'll be cutting the grass in the orchard first. We'll be coming along behind with my Ohio Steel grass catcher, and then I'll show you what I'm doing out here around the base of each of these trees. So I want to thank you for watching.
Okay, I mentioned that I use a lawn sweeper which is made by Ohio Steel. I don't have a sponsor for any of the things on my videos, but just wanted to say it's been a good tool, and I've used it pretty hard for the past 5 years. It's done a good job. One of the other things I want to mention is I don't fill my hopper completely full with grass because I use a pull rope from my seated position on the lawnmower. That way I don't have to get on and off the mower every time I need to empty the hopper. It can get very heavy and it would become really hard to tip the hopper with the rope if you fill it up with too much grass. Okay, this is a young Kansas tree out here in part of the orchard, and you can see the only thing I'm doing is just distributing the grass around the base of this young tree, and you don't have to be striving for perfection. And I'm just going to go around the tree and try to make it as even as possible and make it look as nice as possible, and try to come up with something that looks like a circle around the base of the tree, and that's pretty much all I'm doing.
This tree is one of the bigger ones on the farm, and it's one of the first of just a handful of trees that we planted. So this tree right here is about 20 years old, and I did have to put several deposits of grass clippings around the base of this tree because it's bigger than the others here, and I just want to do an adequate job of going around the base of this tree with the grass clippings. And we are getting quite a few nuts off of this tree. It looks like even right now it's got quite a good crop on there. So let's get these grass clippings spread out and spruce this tree up just a little bit.
Okay, so right after you put the grass mulch around the base of all of your trees, the grass is going to look rather fluffy and piled up, but that's going to go away in a few days. And if you get some rain on top of this grass mulch, it's going to flatten the grass mulch out fairly quickly. And when harvest time rolls around, which will be sometime in October, then the grass is going to be pretty flat, and your nuts, when they come out of the tree, whether they fall out on their own or whether you have to do some tree shaking or coax the nuts out onto the ground, it won't be a problem because the grass is going to be really flat and smooth, and it won't present any problems when harvest time rolls around. So even though it's kind of fluffy looking right now, give it a little time and it's going to flatten out with no problem.
Okay, I just want to wrap up our video about using mulch, grass mulch around pecan trees. It's an option that works fairly well for us here on our small farm. I understand there are many growers, commercial growers out there, and would probably not be a good option. It takes a tremendous amount of time and labor to do something like this. But if you do have a few pecan trees and it's something that you'd be willing to try, I would say go ahead and do it. Again, it's not going to be a remedy or a solution for everyone watching the video, but for some people out there it might be a good option. And one of the other things too, it just makes the orchard look really nice. You can see around me and behind me some of the other trees I've done here in the orchard. And another nice benefit, I haven't had time to do it in this part of the orchard yet, but when I come out here with my zero-turn mower and mow around and under these trees, I can mow right up to that edge of where the grass mulch is. And at the end of the day, after I finish with my farm chores out here in the orchard, it really spiffies things up. It makes it look really nice. So anyway, it's a good option for me. Don't be afraid to try something new, and if it works for you, then I think that's terrific. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.